Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the camera. Sorry. We're going to talk about the camera and we are going to use the camera package for that, which is this package over here. And of course you can use of course right now the version is this one, but of course the version should be updated because this was updated 6 days ago, so expect to have another version, of course, and maybe some new features in the future. So talking about the camera, you're going to see my face right now, hopefully, and this is me. And it's a little bit delayed. It's a little bit delayed, but that's me. And let me show you. So today we are going to talk about the camera and how you can take pictures from the camera and how you can take videos with the camera. And store it in Firebase Storage and also store it as a document. So let me show you how this works. So we have this page which it says camera photo 1. Then I put this variable which is taking a photo, and we have a button right now. So the whole idea is that we have a button which is outside of the camera widget. So you can imagine that we have the camera widget, and outside of this camera widget we have a button which is actually controlling, um, and when we press the button we'll take a picture uh, of the using the camera. And also we're using AppState in order to control that. This is at least how I did it. Maybe there are some other ways you can do it using custom code, but this is how I did it. And let me show you, like I said, how it works. So you can just smile, and it takes a little bit time because it has to actually store. You have to, it has to save the image and has to store it in Firebase Storage and also store it as a document. So it takes a little bit time. So let's smile or do some crazy funny faces. Okay. And then if I go down, I should be able to see my photos. So this was the early photo that I did, and this is the one that I just did right now. So if I make, for example, like this and click this button, go down, you should be able to actually see this photo appeared. You can see it over here. I don't know why it's on the second place and not on the first place, to be honest, but maybe that's sorting or something else. And this is how photo works. And now I'll show you how video works. Video, it's the same thing, but let me show you. So this is the video is the same camera, and again I can click on record, and now it's recording because it says true over here. You can see it, and now it's recording. You can change the button to says recording or something else, or change the color to red or whatever you want to, and then when you're ready you can press the button again and it should set false, which means that it is recording currently. Today it's 18th of April, the time that I'm recording this video. And if I upgrade, refresh is what I want to say. If I refresh my Firebase storage, I should be able to see my recorded video. And indeed, this is the one that I just recorded. I can actually delete the other ones. I don't need them because they're old ones, so I can just delete them like that. And then I can actually should be able to download this video and then play it. And you should be able to see the video playing. now it's recording because it says true over here. You can change the button that says recording or something else, or change the color to red or whatever you want to, and then when you're ready you can yeah, that was the video. Let me play it one more time. Click on record, and now it's recording because it says true over here. You can see it, and now it's recording. You can change the button that says recording or something else, or change the color to red or whatever you want to, and then when you're ready you can yeah. So that was the recording of the video. Sorry about the volume. I have no idea why it's changing so dramatically. It should stay the same volume, but it's changing. Okay, so yeah, that is how recording works and how photo works. I will refresh this page so the camera it's not used anymore, and I'll actually show you how I did that. So first, let's show you what is the idea. First of all, it's the most important thing. All users have to be uh, logged in to your app, and in order to do for that to work, and that's because we are actually recording the pictures and the videos to the user's directory. You can actually do that without logging in the user, but you need to change the permissions because right now I set up my permissions on my rules for the Firebase storage to be able to only place files inside the current user. So I have to go to users and then the user ID, and there I can actually place my files. So I did it like that, and then I have like two like I show you, I have like two pages. One is camera take picture and the other is camera record video. So if I go over here, this I have like two custom widgets, and the custom widgets, the only thing that you need to change for the custom widgets right now, you see a lot of errors. I have no idea why there are so many errors, but you can see that there are even errors in the source code, which to be honest, I don't know why that's the case. You should not see any of the errors. And so this is the code. I will supply the code to my GitHub repo, and you can just copy and paste the code from there. I'm talking about this GitHub repo. There's actually a sponsorship that I just added. So if you like what I'm doing and if you think the code is useful, please make a donation so it can keep my work going on. And I'll probably do a new folder here called packages, and I'll do the camera one over here. So it should be packages and then the camera one. But I'll put a link in the description. So basically the only things that probably you need to change or probably you need to add is wherever it says AppState. So first, of course, you need to add the camera package that I show you at the beginning of the video. I'm currently using this version, but of course the latest version should work as well. Then the other important thing is for both for the photo and for the video, it's almost basically the same code. To be honest, you have to exclude from compilation. This is very important. And then you have to make sure that you have the FFAppState names as I have them over here. So keep in mind that you can actually change this code. You can actually change this code using this website. So the whole idea is that when you actually click on the code, you should be able to supply your own supply your own code here. So you have to not supply your code, sorry, but to change the code. So let me show you an example. I have to find it first. So for example, this over here is a code that is I'm using cars collection, but you can change the cars collection to any collection. So dogs, for example, or users or whatever you want to. And then you can actually do the same with this code. I will put the code in this website as well, which is from my GitHub repo. You can use this code. Just click over here, and then you can get the code from there, and you can actually change the code there. So if you change it this way, it will make sure that the code is right, or you can change it manually, of course. It's up to you. Okay, and then we and then this is the code, like I said, that you can use. Of course, there are some things that you can change because right now, for example, if you this rule should work for mobile as well, but if you're using mobile have different cameras, so you have to make sure which camera you want to use, like front camera or back camera, or you maybe can have a button to switch between the front camera and back camera also. But the magic actually it's happening over here. So this is the magic that when you click on the button, it will actually take the picture and it will actually store the picture over here. So it's the app upstate that I'm using, it's make photo. It's a simple boolean, true or false. And if it's true, it's making the photo, and then it's turning back to false again. So this is how it works. And also I'm recording this to the backend. So let me show you what I mean. If you go over here, I have currently 3 actions. I will actually copy the widgets so you can get all the widgets that I'm using as well. So I have this make photo. So if it's make photo, now I'm changing it to true. When I click this button, I'm changing it to true. And inside the code, I'm changing it to false. So here I have a delay of about 5 seconds. And the reason for that is that I want to give time for the custom code to actually record the picture. And when it's recorded, I want to crop the date when it was recorded, the name. You can actually have the name of the picture as well. You can have user reference who actually created the photo. You can get it from user record reference, and then you can have the UID, which is the user ID who did the photo. I'm storing both. And then you have the folder name. So you can actually have folders here as well. So you can have different folders, and this will be in your document. So you can have, like, if you want to, this is an extra thing. And then we have the path, and the path is actually coming from the file itself, the file path, which is an AppState, and you have this, and it's actually converting string to image path. It's a very simple custom function. It's just accepting string, and then this string it's converting it to image path because you need image path in order to, you can see the type should be an image path. But image path is actually a string, so that's why we are converting it. And that's it. And when we save it, here we have uh, here we have a backend query, which is we're getting all the photos from the list of documents. And we have, of course, a filter. We are filtering if those pictures are taken from this user. So we're only showing the documents or the pictures that that are took from this user. And then we're showing this, we're showing the pictures. And like I said, we can have folders here, so you can have another filter here to filter it by folder. So you can have, for example, folder name, and you can filter this by folder as well if you want to. You can have different folders. You can move the picture from one folder to another. this should be, you have to just change the document, and then it will move to another place. But like I said, I have this button that is taking the picture. It's basically just, like I said, it's changing the app state and using the code. The code is listening actually for changes, and then it's making the picture. This is the actual widget of the camera. And like I said, this is the row of the pictures. This is the actual picture. And the actual picture, I'm just getting it from the documents, and I'm getting it from the path. So this is how I done it. And then we can actually move to the camera, but this time taking videos. So let's go to camera video recording. The camera video recording is a little bit more simple one, but you can make it a complex one as well. I mean, you can add like the place when it was took, so you can add this in the document. You can have folders as well. Here you saw how I did it, so I think it will be not very difficult to actually do it as well here. So we have the camera record is the custom code that I created. Again, you have to of course import the camera package. Of course, you have to exclude, again, you have to exclude for compilation. And then and the reason for that is that we're using a source code, a flow source code, so that's why we are excluded from compilation. And then, like I said, the magic is happening over here. So we are using again an app state, which in my case, in this case over here, it's is recording. So it's listening for is recording, and if its recording is true, then it will start the recording of the process, and then of the video. And then if it's the recording it's stop, then it will actually save the file to the Firebase storage. But in this case over here, I'm not saving actually. This code will be in the website again, so you can change the code, you can change the app states in the code. And let me show you the actual page. So the actual page, again, I only have one action, which is to change the app state for Boolean app state from true to false. So here I'm actually using a conditional value, in which is saying if is recording it's true, then change it to false. But if it's false, then change it to true. So basically, I'm just switching that from true to false and from false to true. It's as simple as that. And then, like I said, when it's true, then it will start recording. When it's false, it will actually stop the record and save the video. And here you can also add a delayed action. You can delay like 5, or it should matter how long is the actual video. That's why I didn't actually add a delayed here, because the video can be 1 minute, can be 5 minutes, can be 1 hour, right? So because I don't know how long the video will be, I don't know when to save it. But you can actually have a conditional action here probably, and then say if it's false, because if it's false, that means that the record is recorded. So you can have a condition here if it's false, and then you can add the data inside the Firebase database, like add a new document with all the data, like the path to the file again, and everything that you need to. And then you can display it over here, all the records that the user have done. So I think that was it. I hope that was useful. Like I said, I will place everything inside everything inside my website, which you can get it from the GitHub repo. And like I said, I have right now set up a sponsoring page so you can actually sponsor the work that I do. I have currently a goal of 10 monthly sponsors. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, like I said, thank you very much for your support. And I hope that code works for you. And have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.